Hello there once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Sinking Shamblers. This time around, we're happy to get back to our normal style of Quake level. For the last little bit, we've checked out some fancy little stuff. We've seen some three-wave capture fanciness. We've seen, a Tower of Babel fancy little level. We've seen a three-level thing in an episode of single-player levels. But now we're getting back to just some generic little boring stuff that's kind of terrible. Which is always great, right? Yeah, that's exactly what we were looking forward to, is getting back to the normal, generic, terrible stuff that has been plaguing us for the longest time. So anyway, what did we check out this time? We're checking out the Battlefield. This is version 0.1. I have no idea if another version was ever created in the history of Quake, but I have this version made on November 10th of 1996. So it falls right within our period of time that we're checking out right now. Anyway, it's made by Liger. I have no idea who Liger is. I've never heard of Liger before. It's a very random name. But yeah, Liger! Anyway, this is an early version. He has no apologies for its primitive state. He's getting the hang of Worldcraft after all. This is his first level, started on the evening of Thursday, November 7th, and was finished on Sunday, November 10th. Fancy, we even have the days of the week it was. So now we know November 10th of 1996 was a Sunday. Very important. And so yeah, this is going to show 3 days worth of effort, obviously. It's meant for DM, pure and simple. So have at it. Play it to your heart's content. The gang on Doomed told me that it looked a lot like an old Doom DM levels, so that could be the best endorsement I could get. I have every intention of adding a lot more to the level. As said, I don't know if he ever did. For now, I want feedback on the level in all areas. Is it good for DM? Good spread of armor, weapons, ammo, and health? I'm sure you guys will spare no words in telling me. The room with the lava is designed for sieges. A team can take back the room and hold off attackers with items that regularly keep them supplied. Trying to take that area will be the job of the attackers. Let's see you do it without killing your buddies. The room on the right, with the 2 levels, is designed for close quarter fighting. I really don't recommend using the rocket launcher in here. I hope you all had as much fun playing it as I had fun making it. He said you could be found in FNet and blah blah blah, and that really doesn't help me, and that's really all that we really have here. Yeah, we don't really have our standard README file, but at the same time, it seems to have included pretty much anything we care about. Now, Battle is an interesting name to use for a file name, mainly because we've already seen a Battle at home, I believe it was, for Dark Hour. And Dark Hour had exactly the same file name of Battle. Battle's kind of a generic little name, so no real surprise that we run across another level with the name Battle in it. But yeah, it is definitely a thing. It is definitely the second little level we've seen with Battle in the name. Even if really this is the first one not part of any little commercial add-on thing, if you will. Anyway, with that in mind, let's load this thing up, see what in God's name we're in for. Probably something really terrible. As said, it's a little random deathmatch level. It's not really much. It's kind of what exactly... Oh, I still have that one running. Wrong program running at the moment. Let's see here. Let's fix that up for a second because, of course, DOSBots and I don't have the right programs, of course, set up. So now I have to ramble more while trying to set everything up because things just don't work. Of course they don't. Yeah, this is what happens when you use DOSBots and have to, like, keep switching around programs instead of remembering what in God's name was I using last. It's a really terrible, pointless, fun game. And because it's such a pain in the butt, it is something I easily forget to do. Anyway, let's see here. We were doing what? Battle, that's it. Okay, but yeah, it's a random little deathmatch level, nothing big. But of course, random deathmatch levels are, of course, the spirit of Quake and what you generally see. So, I guess you could say this is going back to what we normally should be expecting to find. So, as you see, it is another little Worldcraft level. It does have more detailing than probably past levels had. Let's see here. We got some armor. And we got little things like that. This seems to be the fort he was talking about, with the lava area that you hold, like, and capture and all that stuff. Yes, two-story area with tight fighting. And that seems to be about it. Alright, so we'll just run around quickly, gather the little resources. As said, there doesn't seem to be much really going on here. Kind of stuff just run about haphazardly, doesn't it? Yeah, it seems like one of those haphazard little levels. So you see, here's some tight quarters up here with good old tiny rooms. Nothing too fancy, just little areas with a bunch of different stuff like the nail gun, the super nail gun, a rocket launcher. Even though we recommend not using the rocket launcher in here, it's of course here so you can easily suicide yourself doing nothing. Let's see here. This is the way I think I came from, so this is the way I want to go. So you see, this is almost like an inner little sanctum with more resources. A lot of unnecessary powerful resources that cause a lot of damage. So as you see, that's where the power-ups are. All the real goodies. I guess we go in here now. Let's see what's on this side. I mean, I could drop in the lava pool. See what happens there. But then I'll probably not be able to get out of the lava pool. Yeah, I don't think I could climb out of that. So I'd rather collect everything, put on God mode, and just drop in there. Probably better. But yeah, I don't like lava pools. They always usually mean something, so I want to drop in there. So you see, here's just some little more goodies. This is the area you expect to, like, protect from, like, sieges or something like that. Yeah, this level is really relatively basic, all things considered. It does have more detail and work than what you'd see in, like, earlier. Like, you wouldn't see as much of, like, a September level or something. But yeah, this is still definitely on the really, really simple side. It definitely feels a bit more haphazard. Wait, what the? No. This doesn't seem to lead anywhere at all. It's just a bottom surface. Okay, so we have a bunch of little surfaces, but they don't seem to lead anywhere. And obviously, if I try and get out of the lava, as said, I can't really... Oh, I could. Okay, so you can climb out of the lava. I just gauged that wrong, I guess. But yeah, as said, there's really not a lot here. There's really a relatively basic level. It's mostly play the four corners thing. I guess they think it's like a Doom level because of these staircases. But overall, this level feels kind of small, relatively basic, and definitely a lot less grandiose compared to a lot of the other stuff we've seen lately. That's to be expected, as said. There's really, not a lot to this particular level, and so therefore it would be underwhelming compared to almost anything we had really bothered with. But yeah, with the last few we've recently seen, this definitely feels like a bit of a coming down moment. So here we are, really pointless deathmatch level, just to fill in with our random pointless deathmatch levels. It was inevitable we'd have to see one of these once again. They exist everywhere. They're definitely the par for the course still quite commonly for Quake. So while we did get to see some more exceptional content, I guess you could say, now we have a bunch of the random deathmatch levels to see. So look forward, people, to a giant list of pointless deathmatch levels coming soon to theaters near you. So with that in mind, thank you all for watching. I don't know what I'm doing in my life half the time, and I guess I'll be seeing you all, well, in the future. See you all then.